Mark, when you kind of look at the 2016-17 season, what do you kind of take away moving forward from your time here in Bakersfield?
Uh, well, it's unfortunate we didn't have the end result that we all obviously would have wanted coming into the season. But to be honest, this is for me something I take away is the group that we had. It was a really good group of guys, and although our end goal wasn't necessarily achieved, there's a lot of things I think this group would have gained throughout the season, and not just in the camaraderie side, but we were able to face quite a bit of adversity for our group and somewhat be undervalued by some, but we're able to achieve, I think, some really good things as a core, which for a guy who's been around for, I guess, a few years, it's really nice to see, because actually that's you can only have one winner, I suppose, every year, and those who are very fortunate to be that. But we were able to, work together as a team and still, I think, defy a lot of odds throughout the season. And that's something that camaraderie that we have is something that we should just be very grateful and thankful to have. It's nice to be able to reflect at the end of the year and just be able to look at the guys sort of with a love and admiration and respect for one another. I think that says a lot to a group and what they can achieve throughout this season.
11th pro season now in the books. You've had a lot of off seasons, but when you kind of approach an off season now, what do you what have you learned in the past that you take into the off season here as you look to build into pro season number 12?
As the individual, I think it's got to have a good moments of self-reflection, but realistic ones as well, and to just sort of self-evaluate what the individual needs are. For myself, there's a number of things to continue to work on, or none of us are the perfect player, but we should all be striving to be, no matter if you're a 20-year-old or a 30-year-old. For myself, it's immediately it's going to be a few weeks of relaxation, let all the bumps and bruises heal. But again, just continue to prepare. Not sure contractually what will happen yet, but to continue to prepare and just be a good, solid, hardworking professional, and continue to work on all the little things that I would have been working on for quite some time now on the ice. But again, as more or less a physical defenseman, a stay-at-home role kind of defenseman, to continue to just keep working on puck movement, on shots and also escapes and retrievals, all sorts of things that any good defenseman just needs to continue the fine-tuning and to try to keep up with the young guys. Realistically, stay in best shape I can so that hammer's not making me look bad.
How tough is an off season when you do kind of get old? When you get into the situation of it becomes a grind and it becomes coming to the rink. But how do you make sure that you keep it loose, entertaining? Make sure that you're happy coming to the rink every day and really excited to come to the rink every day.
It is challenging, as I'm sure. I mean, this is my only experience in the real working field, but I'm sure every job or role is like that. There's definitely some mentally fatiguing and stressful days and times of the season and of the year. But again, it's that level of professionalism. But what helps a lot is having a group of guys that you want to be around and you want to work hard for. And there's reward in being able to work hard and seeing the benefit, not just for yourself, but for the guy beside you. That's something that we're very lucky that we actually get to share with each other, because that same sort of thrill and achievement isn't always paralleled in a lot of other working positions in this world. So in that sense, it can be mundane at times, but we all know what we're doing, trying to work towards the same goal. And I'm just grateful for the opportunity here to be with this organization, this group of guys, because even when the times were tough, it was still a place that we were all excited to come to and to work, and I think that says a lot.